stars.
This contest has the potential, Clark, to be very exciting. Two teams that can really run up and down the floor and run up the scoreboard.
Yeah, you know, if one of these teams gets really rolling, Kevin, they might be able to take advantage of this one, but I agree with you. When you talk about these teams, I'm anticipating and even hoping for tons of lead changes.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. Now here's Brooks. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. The shot from 20 feet away. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Here's Morant. Going inside, Gobert pulls it in.
Boy, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay.
Edwards finds Prince. Timberwolves passing it around. Edwards with it. Defended by Adams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Steven Adams picks one up. The Timberwolves shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Now here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Brooks against Prince. Back to Russell. He dishes it to Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. Edwards can't hit. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Morant kicks to Bain for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting, too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
The aggressive nature of Morant, taking initiative and daring the defense to get physical with him. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Now, here is Russell. Left side, Towns. Outside, Edwards. Out to Russell. Has to go big. He can't hit that time. Adams, some nice D. And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Jackson passes to Brooks. Out to Morant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Taylor Jenkins.
Thanks, Kevin. He said when you're going against a team that can dominate like this one inside, you have to really play great help defense, communicate, and double team, but only when it makes sense. It's a little bit of a chess match, but it's a physical one, guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Morant. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Morant with it. Now guarded by Towns. Brooks the pass to Adams. Clock is at 3. Here's Morant.
Really a complete defender. I mean, Towns able to do it in the paint and on the perimeter.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoner slam right there, guys.
Now here's Morant. Jackson has the open look. Knocks down the three ball.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
Russell against Morant. Edwards looking it over. Towns for three. Goes up the baseline. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 6 points.
And, you know, we need to keep seeing this from him. It's encouraging to see him sink the mid-range J there.
Morant outside. Adams down low. Gobert on him. Brooks finds Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
It's Russell with the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Now here's Morant for 3. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. And here's Russell after the 3-pointer from Desmond Bane. Russell against Morant from the arc. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to 3 points on the bucket from Russell.
Guys, you can just about count on him. If you score on Russell, you better believe he's looking to come right back at you.
Edwards against Morant. Adams wide open. No good on the 3. Prince against Bane. Here's Russell with the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. The drive by Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Out to Russell. Jackson against Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Towns. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Mark, when they're evaluating draft prospects, we always hear about wingspan, arm span. How does that translate to the basketball floor?
Well, it's actually reach factor, Kevin. That's a huge component of defense, particularly when you're talking about guys switching all the time. So the ability to cover ground, to challenge shots from a distance, that's why wingspan is so important. And you think about it, multiple defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert, perhaps has the longest wingspan ever recorded at the combine.
Here's Russell after the basket by Jaren Jackson. Edwards can't hit. Memphis leading by 7. And they double up Morant. And a wide open look for Bane. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Bane's got 6.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Another miss by Minnesota.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Brooks finds Bain. And here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Grizzlies making the shot. Back to Towns. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Morant scanning the floor. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves trail by 12. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Payne for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Bain's got 9 points now in the quarter.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Now here's Prince. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Towns, the pass to Prince. Back to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
That's just a beautiful move by Towns. Really, he's got such a versatile skill set. There with the plus handles, man, he's got a lot to work with.
Here's Morant. He's got 10. Bain passes to Jackson. Back to Bain. Jackson with it. Defended by Towns. Shot clock at 2. It's stolen by Gobert. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
There's 21 seconds left here in the second. And here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
That'll do it for the first half. Thank you, David, for that interview.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 15. The Grizzlies, 28.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. They've got Clark. Williams is out there with Green. Then it's Jones. And it's Conchar in at the 2-guard spot. Memphis shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. That one is no good. Timberwolves trail by 13. Here's Noel. A 3-pointer off the mark. Memphis has gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Conchar, good.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Here's McLaughlin. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Jones with it. And a minute played as the second half gets going. And Clark slams it in.
This is why so many were high on Clark there. Love seeing him be aggressive.
McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. And the rejection by Clark. Here's Jones. Floats one up. And McDaniels with the block. Timberwolves trail by 18. And Clark over to help. McDaniels passes to McLaughlin. Back to McDaniel. Out to the wing. Tries the spin move. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
The Timberwolves have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
At the line for Minnesota, Jordan.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. The pass to Green. To the left wing. Here's Conchar. Off target from three-point range.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Anderson dishes to McDaniels. Pass to McLaughlin. Now Reed. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Here's Conchar. The kick out to Williams. Traps in the tray. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Passes it to Noel. Fires the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Lets it go with the 3. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And he's able to get it back. Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Reed. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Outside, Jones. And here's Green outside. That one doesn't go. And Minnesota now the other way. Here's McLaughlin. And the rejection by Clark. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Anderson wide open. Here's Reed, and he goes in for the dunk.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Here's Conchar. Over in the corner, Green. And the pass to Conchar. That 3 off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Taken away by Williams. Jones looking for an opening. Outside Williams. Kicks it out to Jones. They get the rebound. Pass to Conchar. Now Williams. Guarded by Reed. Williams passes to Green. Shot clock at 5. That shot wide open. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now Clark. Outside Williams. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Memphis ball.
Stolen by McDaniels. Over to the wing. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And they pick up two.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
Morant with it, now guarded by Towns. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Beyond the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brooks has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Russell against Morant. Outside, Towns. Prince wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
You know, when he was coming out of college, this is exactly what scouts thought Prince would be. A strong 3-and-D wing who plays with a lot of effort.
Now here's Morant. Here's the lob to Adams. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his fifth rebound right now in the game. Here's Edwards. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Morant. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his sixth rebound on the night. Prince kicks to Towns. Back to Prince. Timberwolves passing it around. It's stolen by Adams. Brooks with it. Guarded now by Prince. It's stolen by Edwards. Outside, Russell. Three-pointer. Minnesota working with a new shot clock. Towns, no luck.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Morant dishes to Adams. Morant against Edwards. And it's Morant missing. Timberwolves trail by 16. Passes it to Gobert. Outside, Edwards. Jackson against Towns. Russell kicks to Prince. Just 5 on the clock. Edwards passes to Prince. Shoots the three. Here's Gobert. Towns wide open. Offensive rebound. For the three. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Another miss by Towns.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Gobert with the block. Prince outside. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Grizzlies.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Now, Bane. After the missed three from Karl Anthony Towns. Morant outside. Fires for three. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Towns for three. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
And, you know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoys going right back at the opponent with the 3 ball.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Morant. Goes up to the stripe. Outside for Jackson. And here is Brooks. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker room, hoping to put on a show for their home fans. And Grant, we've got two teams here.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. Now a look at Memphis's starting group. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. Now here's Jackson. Back to Bane. 5 to shoot. There's the drive. Stolen by George. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. A 3 from Leonard. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games. Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Out to Morant. On the wing, Bane. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Zubac.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
And George gets it to go.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Pass to Adams. In the corner, it's Bane. Misses the 3. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Leonard, no luck.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
And finished off by Morant.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
Stolen by Jackson. And it's Memphis on the break. Jackson's got the ball. Brooks with no one around. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Here's George. Grizzlies with the rebound. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a 3. Jackson, great anticipation on the steal, then quickly gets them out in transition.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. It's deflected. Leonard with the steal. Morant against George.
Flying around the court, Morant can block shots both on ball and in help.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
It's all about pace for me. They have set the tone in that area, and they are playing fast, flying up the floor and putting all kinds of pressure on the defense.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
An all-defensive first-teamer multiple times. Paul George has a nose for the ball.
And he recovers it. And the wide-open shot from Morris. Off target from outside. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. Trailing by 2. He kicks to Morant. 1:04 left in the first quarter of the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Adams. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Clippers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Bane sets the screen for Morant. And a wide open look for Bane. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Outside Jackson. Outside for George. Back to Jackson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Low block shot. Outside Leonard. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the contest. Morant with it. Takes it inside. Here's Bane. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
You see the impressive leaping ability. Bane getting off the ground with ease.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 3. And we'll be back. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
So on the floor for Memphis, the wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1. And Morant throws it down.
Not one to shy away from physicality. Ja Morant just goes about his business.
Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Feeds it to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
He's a power player. That's a grown man move by Steven Adams.
Jackson against Morant. And again, the turnover by the Clippers. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
And Morant throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Outside, Bane. Out to Morant. Driving the lane, and then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Zubac trying to break loose. Memphis with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Bane kicks to Brooks. Wants to get it to Morant and does. Adams finds Morant. 6 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do. It's incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
George against Morant. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And the work ethic of Morant, fantastic at keeping his focus on the task at hand.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition. And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Morant passes to Bing. And then Morant slams it in.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Leonard against Brooks. Jacks up a three. The shot off that time.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Leonard. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Once Leonard gets going like this, look out. He's cooking and showing no signs of letting up.
Morant against Leonard. Morant kicks to Jackson. Now here's Morant. D right on him. From deep, Brooks. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
You get the feeling that Brooks will get better and better with this shot. He's obviously working on it.
Leonard against Brooks. Leonard looking around. Shoots it up.
Nice defense by Dylan Brooks, using his power on that play.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the 3. And Williams is right there.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Wall, no luck. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. And Green launches it from deep. The long-distance three is buried.
Three-pointer.
Green's got himself on the board with three there.
Clippers.
Catch and shoot. This is where Danny Green makes his money.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Here's Wall. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. The kick out to Williams. Passes to Clark from 13. Tries again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
First team foul.
That free throw, no good.
Shooting for Memphis. Zaire Williams. Shooting.
And the second free throw, good.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
The kick out to Williams. Back to Jones. Lets the three fly. The Grizzlies with another miss. Clippers trail by 18. Here's Wall. And the layup is good.
Man, a strong guard. Wall takes the hit and still can convert.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. They kick it out to Green. Back to Jones. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Conchar can't get it to go. LA has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. The shot by Powell, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Wall attacking. It's Clark with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 16.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Here's Conchar, guarded by Powell. Shot clock at 6.
Got to commend the defense from Nicholas Batum, doing all he can to make a difference.
The Clippers have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. That one good for 2.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Wall against Jones. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Wall. Foul for 3, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It goes on Brandon Clark. The Clippers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Norman Powell is a veteran in this league. He plays to his strengths and rarely tries to force things.
Morant with a wide open look. Connects from three-point range. Morant's got 25 points in the game.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
The reason why is not just scoring, it's the way he's doing it. Efficient. That's what you need at this point in the game.
Bain finds Morant. Bain sets the screen for Morant. From deep. Powell pulls it in. Clippers trail by 12. Here's Leonard into the lane.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
And it has them in a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now at the other end.
Here's Morant. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
You have to respect Ja's burst on the drive. So dangerous with the ball in his hands.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Powell for 3, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Memphis, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this one?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So on the floor for Memphis. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint.
He's a smooth athlete. Even on a straight dunk, you can see Jaren's ease of movement in the air.
Powell kicks to Morris. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Zubac's the pass to Powell. Leonard on the wing. Lock at 6. It's deflected.
On the block shot, Dillon won't beat you with length, but he does have good lift off the floor.
Bain, no good. Clippers trail by 14. Powell, no one around him. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Morant outside, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Brooks finds Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He is not pleased. He told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Clippers trail by 13. And here's Morris for 3. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Ball to Memphis.
Memphis has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. George passes to Zubac. in the corner. George with it. Morris inside. Jackson on him. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Now Morant. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Morant. Dishes it to Adams. Payne for 3.
One of the best defenders in the NBA, Paul George displays strong timing and discipline.
6 to shoot. Morant outside. Offensive rebound. And Adams kicks to Morant. From deep three-point range. And they'll get another chance. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
Something I've noticed is how aggressive they've been on driving the basketball. Time and time again, they've turned cracks in the defense into points.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Memphis.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ja Morant.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Here now the Clippers, about 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morant comes with the double team. Outside Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. And it's Morant with the rebound. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the team.
Great to have you with us as we get ready for a Monday afternoon presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. And the dunk by Jackson.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate. When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
Jackson outside. From deep. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
It's the size of Jackson Jr. that is so hard to match up with. This is why defenders are just forced to foul him.
And he sinks the second. But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Now here's Johnson. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And we're about a minute into the first. Outside for Morant. Five to shoot. On the wing, Brooks. From the arc. The rebound by Bridges. In transition, here they come. Here's Booker. Oh, he misses the dunk. And here's Memphis now. Oh, there's the alley. And the dunk by Jackson.
Love watching Jackson on the receiving end of the alley-oops. He definitely won the athletic lottery.
Inside. Hayden against Adams. For 3, Booker. No good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop. When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Bridges against Morant. Nice move. And then Morant with the jam.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
You know, for Triple J, it took time to develop. Year 4 with Memphis was a special one, Richard.
Jackson unlocked his defensive potential amongst the best shot blockers in the entire league. You have to give those young guys time before making a true judgment. Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
Outside Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. Outside Morant. Launches it. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Here's Adams. Pass to Morant. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Suns trailing. Ball finds Booker. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare. Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Every night, John Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Now here's Booker. Johnson a screen on Bain. Here's Booker. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
When Devin Booker steps on the court, you almost expect 30 or 40-point nights. Booker is that talented.
Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face, yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
Now here's Brooks. Adams, the pass to Bane. Clock at 6. Three-pointer, no good. Booker attacking. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Gotta be careful when Jackson is lurking, more than just capable of sending it back.
Morant, no good.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Ball finds Booker. Oh, the swat by Adams. And he gets it back. Poke loose. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Ayton inside. Adams is there. Missed inside. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Oh, he's got some hops. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
Yep, that one's good. Booker's got 8 points.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
It's been all about Jaren Jackson for Memphis. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Back to Morant. Jackson outside. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
Memphis leading. Now Brooks. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Outside for Morant. 5 on the clock. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look. What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Outside for Brooks. Back to Bane. Out to the wing. And here's Morant outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter. Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Jackson, right side. Tries it from 19. And he makes it. Jackson's got 11 points.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
Ball against Morant. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Well, Memphis shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Here's Morant, and he drives in. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
Here's Ayton. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Morant against Bridges. Outside Morant. Adams with a screen on Bridges. Kicks it out to Jackson. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. 1:56 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Adams. Right side Morant. They shoot again. There's Jackson with the three.
Nice effort from Booker, making things hard on the shooter.
Jackson can't get it to go. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Knocked away. And they're on the run. Bridges with it, guarded by Morant. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
I think you can tell Jackson Jr. is enjoying himself on offense, playing with a ton of energy.
And about Brooks, becoming a staple in the middle of this lineup, Richard.
Plays the 2 and 3 positions on the floor and scores it really well. But most importantly, he's out there for his defensive effort and intensity. He is a versatile player that any team would love to have.
The three from Bane. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Pass to Brooks. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Booker can't get it to go. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
For Phoenix, they've gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. From deep, it's hauled in by Ja Morant.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Here's Booker. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, how about Jaren Jackson? An impressive effort here today.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. They've got Danny Green. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the power forward. Green for 3. And it's Lee with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Clark, the pass to Jones. Back to Clark. Over Crowder. Clark, no good. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Landry Shannon, first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Jones. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Jones has gotten his first points in this one.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Pass to Lee. Back to Shamet. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Oh, deflected. And so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively. Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Conchar. Now Clark. Saric covers. Clark in the post. Saric on him. Misses the layup. Well, Phoenix is shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Crowder goes in. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
It took Jay Crowder some time to get noticed as a young player. He wasn't widely recruited out of high school. He finally broke out in the last year of college.
Crowder took that big leap forward at Marquette. He was named the Big East Player of the Year, Richard.
Yeah, and even with that recognition, he didn't go until the second round of the 2012 draft. But it didn't take long to see that he was a well-suited player for this league.
He was all alone on that one. Williams has got 6 points in the quarter.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Pass to Shamet. He takes it in, reverses, and he lays it up and in. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Outside Jones. Now Williams. Now Green. The three is up. And the call will be against Dario Saric. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Right side Jones. Shot clock at 5. Fires from the wing. That one's wide left.
And he's very confident from that range. But you can't make him all.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And here's Jones. Pass to Clark. Back to Jones. Outside for Green. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Shamet. The Suns have gotten 3 or 4 shots to fall so far in the third. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. A minute 4 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Clark. Williams on the wing. Here's Conchar. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
There's the triple. Lee misses.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Craig against Green. Outside Jones. Here's Conchar. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Crowder from the arc. Conchar pulls it in. Fires for 3. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Memphis out in front by 19 going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose.
And please give a big round of applause for your son, Youth Dance.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Grizzlies' shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Bridges down low, Brooks defending. Outside Morant. Stolen by Booker. And now the Suns fast break. The 3. Buries it from 3.
Yeah, and you don't want to let Devin Booker get easy points in transition.
Morant against Bridges. Up top, Brooks. Lots of room. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Outside Paul. Outside Johnson. It's Bridges on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Desmond Bane.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
On the wing, Brooks to the paint. Stolen by Ayton. Bridges outside. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Oh, got a piece of it. Adams high post. Johnson on him. Jackson for 3. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Grizzlies. Here's Booker. No luck on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Payne with it. Now guarded by Booker. Up top, Morant. Five to shoot. This one for 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Johnson a screen on Bane. Booker against Bane. Booker no good. For Memphis, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th now. Brooks a screen on Paul. And here's Morant outside. The Suns clear it. Paul's got space. Connects on the 17-footer.
An excellent mid-range shooter. Once Paul gets any kind of airspace, he's taking that shot.
Outside Morant. On the wing, Brooks. Bridges against Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Shoots over Johnson. And Chris Paul clears it away.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again. And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Grizzlies.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jaren Jackson.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Here's Booker, and the layup falls.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
Moran against Bridges. Now here's Moran. Not a lot of room. Outside for Brooks. The shot that time not on target. And Phoenix will come the other way. Yes, it's good.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Now here's Moran. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. They have to feel good. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
The big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Now here's Morant for three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Morant against Russell. The kick out to Towns. Back to Russell. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Bain against Edwards. There's the pass to Russell. Just 4 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Launches a three. It doesn't go for him. And Memphis the other way now.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Now Russell. After the missed three from Desmond Bain. And it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball. Fires from deep. Good on the triple.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first. And what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
To the left side wing. Towns kicks to Russell. The kick out to Towns. Edwards.
The price of admission.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Morant surveying the D. To the wing on the left. Outside, Bain. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Here's Russell. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Edwards against Bain. Prince wide open. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. He kicks it to Morant. Takes a three. And the Grizzlies get it back. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Here's Russell. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Out to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining.
Goes to the reverse layup and traps it in. Edwards got his second bucket.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Here's Morant. Nice D from Russell.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Edwards finds Gobert. Bain against Edwards. And here's Prince outside. Lock at 6. Back to Towns. Right at the free throw line. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact. And he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Well, you love watching Karl Anthony Towns play, guys, because this is an offensively gifted big man. Can shoot with range. You can put him in the post, let him work back to the basket. He can put the ball on the floor. A lot to love on the offensive end.
Now here's Morant. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Trying to end the drought. And he lays it up and in.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
Here is Edwards. And he goes big with the tap right over John Morant.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Russell inside, guarded by Morant. Edwards against Bain. Now here's Edwards. Tight defense on him. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, oops, the alley. A gorgeous delivery to Towns.
Russell against Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. Stolen by Jackson. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Right side Russell. Prince outside. Pass to Towns. Back to Prince. The kick out to Towns. Kept alive, Minnesota. Another shot. And it's laid in by Edwards. Edwards got the first basket of the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
And there's a record Rudy Gobert set without much fanfare a few years ago. Most dunks in an NBA season.
That's exactly right, GA. That was back in the 2018.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Russell passes to Edwards. Dishes it to Gobert. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Jackson. Three-pointer, Brooks. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
We are talking about a big-time offensive rebounder, and Steven Adams unafraid to impose his will with that frame.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Russell passes to Towns. Payne for 3. He can't get that one, and Minnesota will come the other way. Edwards dishes to Towns, and Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Out to Edwards. Lets it go. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Brooks outside. The 3. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. And oh, here we go. Prince has got it. The fast break chance. Russell passes to Towns. Back to Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. He feeds it to Gobert. Shoots over Adams. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Morant reaches to Adams. Jackson has the open look. His first attempt of the game finds the target.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Passes it to Prince. Russell dishes to Prince. Back to Russell. Timberwolves passing it around. Edwards against Bain. Goes up on the block. And it's Edwards getting it to go. Edwards got 10. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Russell against Morant. Feeds to Brooks. Back to Morant. Brooks outside. Jackson from long range. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
And he makes all 3.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Edwards against Bain. Towns for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
He's going to throw his arm out trying to make a pass of that length.
Now Russell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Jackson from long range. And another miss by Memphis. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Morant with it. He's got 8. Driving in. Misses in close.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
All right, thank you, David. Folks, don't go away after the break.
18. The Timberwolves 20.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, McDaniels is out there with Reed. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Williams in the post, working on McDaniels. Right block shot. Williams can't hit. Timberwolves leading by 4. He takes it in. Here's Noel. Pass to Reed. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet. And that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Noel.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Timberwolves shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth. And it's not usually literal, but what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally, and I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Clark inside. Guarded by Reed. The pass to McLaughlin. Now here's Rivers. Pass to Reed, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rivers.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Outside, Jones. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Minnesota leading by 5. Now here's McDaniels. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's McLaughlin. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Reed. It's good. And now a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
The kick out to Williams. Out to the wing. Here's Conchar. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Conchar's got his first 3 points of the game.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Deflects the pass. And another turnover here by Memphis.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Timberwolves leading by 4. A minute 20 left to play in the third. McLaughlin, the pass to Rivers. Here's Noel. To the middle. Here's Reed, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Right side, Jones. The feed to Clark. 44 seconds left in the third. No good with the layup. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Here's Noel. It's stolen. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Jones is running. Stolen by Reed. And here they come. Stolen away. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Looking for Clark, and he gets it there. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Here's McLaughlin. Down low. Here's Reed. Makes it off the glass. Reed's got 8 points here in this quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And so it's Minnesota. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Edwards against Bain. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
Both good from the line that time. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Morant outside. Up top, Bain. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And here's Edwards. There's the lob to Towns. It's stolen by Adams. Bain for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Boy, you love his toughness. You can tell that this young guy cares. The game is important to Karl Anthony Towns.
Morant outside. Outside, Bain. No good from outside. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 7-point differential. Edwards, that's good.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Up top, Bain. Edwards defending. It's stolen by Edwards. Russell feeling it out a bit. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Russell. From deep three-point range, here's Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves.
Exactly what you love to see from Cat. That aggressiveness, that assertiveness on the backboards.
Out to Brooks to stop the run. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. From deep, Prince hits it from three-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
It's a real skill to be able to move without the basketball. Taurean Prince just looking for windows to score, and he does.
Outside for Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Outside, Towns. Back to Russell. Timberwolves passing it around. Pass to Prince. Clock at 6. Outside, Russell. This one for 3. Brooks grabs the board. The Grizzlies trail by 12. And it's Morant missing. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Edwards with it. Now defended by Bain. Russell kicks to Prince. Out to Edwards. Over Bain. Edwards can't hit.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Out to Brooks. Back to Morant. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over. And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Timberwolves.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Edwards.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Prince finds Russell. Back to Prince. They need this one. That one misses. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they...
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA with our analysts Brent Barry and Grant Hill. This is Brian Ant. We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. At small and power forward, it's George and Leonard. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. And it's Zubats in at center, filling out the middle. Leonard can't get it to go.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Bain against Powell. George outside, fires the three. And it's Bain with the rebound. The finish! Flushes it down to finish the break.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
I love his versatility around the rim. That time with the reverse jam.
Mark that one. You know that's going to be replayed over and over again. It's worth it. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Two open that time. Made it look easy.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man. Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible. I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in L.A., they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
Here's George. Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Morant with it. Checked by Wall. And then Morant with the dunk.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Powell outside. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. From deep, Bain. Rebound by the Clippers. It's George on the wing. Wall gets the bucket.
Paul George doesn't just score. He can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
Morant against Wall. On the wing, Bain. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game. A minute 31 left in the first quarter here. Morant, pass to Adams. Jackson on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Morant on the take. And then Morant with the jam.
Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive. The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
For 3, George. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis leading. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
I'd like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
For 3, Powell. That one doesn't drop. Now Memphis takes it the other way. The 3 from Bain. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Up top, Morant. George defending. Morant into the lane.
And then Morant with the jam. Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Well, how good have they been on the...
Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
Just in the nick of time. Whoa!
And so it's Memphis. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Back to the game after this break. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
Morant and Bade in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis. And then Morant with the jam! Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
For 3, George. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. George against Morant. No good on the triple. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon. And then Morant with the jam! Yeah, teams try to get physical with Morant, but he shows exceptional body control off the contact.
And Morant, no good on that one. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, BA, dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Paul George getting aggressive, showing us some power that time as he's able to get to the rim.
And here's Morant. 20 points for him. Outside Bane, down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown, up again, controls the rebound and the putback. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
Well, the motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
Wall, the pass to George. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. George has got 11.
And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
Morant against Wall. Morant, the pass to Adams. Jackson down low. And the dunk by Jackson.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. Out to Powell. From outside the arc. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Bane's got his 2nd basket.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
Jackson against Leonard. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Here's Brooks. And that one hits the back iron.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Shot by Leonard, no good. Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run. And the basket by Bain.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Ball against Morant. Now here's Wall. Defense is right there. Misses in close. Brooks with it. Guarded now by George. And there's the lob. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
And Kawhi rising up and bringing that one down.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Ball against Morant. From deep. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies.
42, the Clippers, 20.
With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Nicholas Batum out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Covington in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And a little slam dunk from Batum. That'll work.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Jackson, the pass to Covington. Now here's Batum. Jackson outside. Back to Kennard. Lets the three fly. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Jones up top. Defended by Jackson. Left side, Green. Back to Jones. Here's the three. Kennard with the rebound.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Out left to the wing. Here's Batum. And a miss there on the triple. Memphis has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Some room here for Williams. Gets some space and parries the jumper. For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Jackson, the pass to Kennard. And the three-pointer goes. Kennard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And you love that. That's one of the strengths of Luke Kennard's game.
Outside Jones. Pass to Conchar. Three-pointer. Nails it from 3. Conchar's got 6 points.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Jackson, pass to Kennard. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Green for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And that's how you finish on the break. Green showing great hustle in transition.
Jackson, the pass to Kennard. 4-3. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Jones, the pass to Green. 4 on the clock. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Kennard on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Jones in the post. Jackson on him. Here's Green. Covington grabs the board. Los Angeles has gotten 4 threes to fall out of 5 attempts here in the third. They grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Pass to Conchar. Inside, Clark. And the layup is good off the glass.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Kennard. The Grizzlies pull it in. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Jones misses.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Kennard. Off target from 3-point range. On the wing, Green. And they'll get another chance. And so it's Memphis feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Kicks it out to Jackson. The open shot by Brooks. Morant. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. To the middle. Here's Leonard. Out to Powell. Three-pointer. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Powell's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Morant with it. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Come on now. This kind of powerful finish gets guys going.
Yeah, especially when it's coming from your point guard. What a flush.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And he lobs it up. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Well, not many times does Adams get his number called for plays like that, but the oop there looked good.
Powell passes to Leonard. Launches a three. The offensive rebound. It's George on the wing. Leonard on the wing. The three ball. Brooks with the rebound.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Morant against Wall. The three from Bain. Drops in the three.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
The three, George. And Morant clears the board. The Grizzlies have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Here's Wall. A shot to stop the run. And that's 2 points on the layup.
So physical for a 1. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. From deep, Morant. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Grizzlies.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And what a huge performance it was for Ja Morant.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Here's Wall. 52 seconds left in the game. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And being that Wall is a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Wall against Morant. Morant with the slam!
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
We love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. From deep three-point range. Off target with the shot. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems.
in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Bain, no good. Morant with the steal. Left side, Bain. Outside for Jackson. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. Bridges passes to Booker. No good that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And there's the call on DeAndre. That is his first foul of the game. And just about a minute into the first quarter. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He said a primary concern is to prevent those easy three-point looks from outside. He said closing out hard on the shooters is going to be the key. If they don't bother the shooters, he said, it's going to be a very long 4 quarters. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the three ball is a big concern for any defense.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
He kicks to Jackson. The pass to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Hey, Craig, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do it.
Hold on!
You gotta buckle up on that one.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Booker with no one around, and the Suns get it back. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Booker fires from way outside. A new 14 for the Suns. Second shot opportunity.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
Outside for Jackson. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Morant outside.
And the length and quick feet allow Bridges to match up defensively against almost anyone on the floor.
It's Morant with the drive. And finished off by Morant.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every three he takes.
Morant kicks to Bain. Out to Morant. Shot clock at 5. Brooks outside. On deep. No good on that one. The Suns go the other way with it. Booker. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And great energy from Booker there in the paint, just working hard to get to his shot.
Morant outside, and there's the try. Adams' shot is off.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
They get it back.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bane inside the three-point line. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
Look at Desmond, exclamation point on the fast break.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Inside, Ayton, the pass to Bridges. Johnson for three. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
For a big man to be that fluid and that coordinated as a runner, it's a huge advantage. Jaren Jackson getting it done in transition.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He notched 8.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They just been the better team so far.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Morant against Bridges. Morant dishes to Adams.
I'll tell you what, Ayton is a very good defender. Moves his feet well and has the length to alter shots. And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team, but he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here, and they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Bridges against Morant. Out to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Jackson. Pass to Adams. 13 feet away. It's a hand on it. Morant on the foul. Morant's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
He has elite athleticism, makes Ja Morant a threat on the glass, and you know he can finish.
Oh, Ayton in position. And Ayton throws it down.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Outside for Jackson. Morant against Paul. In the corner, it's Bane. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Bane's got 8 points.
Quick decision-making of Desmond Bane, not wasting any time going up with his shot.
Paul passes to Booker. Launches it. It's rebounded by Memphis. Bane looking around. Passes it to Jackson. Driving inside. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Bridges shot. Good.
7'1" wingspan. Bridges plucking the rebound and then generating points for the team.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Bane against Booker. There's the feed to Paul. And Adams sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Ayton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls.
And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bane.
Very nearly stolen. There's no need to force that pass.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Here's Booker. Kicks it out to Johnson.
The length, the quickness, and the agility. Jaren Jackson has everything he needs to be a premier defender.
Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. .105 left now here in the second. Ball fires from way outside. And the Suns miss again. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for Memphis. 6-point game.
Poor decision there to heave the ball so far down the court. I mean, there's plenty of better places to go with it.
All up top, guarded by Morant. Paul kicks to Johnson. From deep three-point range. That shot off. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Here's Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Booker with it. 7 points in the game. Out left to the wing. Ayton finds Paul. Now Bridges, 6 to shoot. Driving in, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Morant outside. It's good. Morant's got the lead up to 8 now for Memphis.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Setting the floor for the Suns, Jake Crowder out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then it's Dario Saric, and it's Lee in at the 2. Jones finds Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Saric with the screen for Craig. Trains the three-pointer. Craig's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Pass to Conchar. Back to Green. A 3-ball. They get it again. And there's the pass to Conchar. Kicks it out to Jones. Fires from deep. Craig pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Green, no luck. Suns trail by 3, and their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Lobbed up there for Clark, and it's Clark with the jam.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
To the paint, cuts off the pass. Clark with it, now guarded by Sharge. And Williams, here we go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got his first points in this one. Lee outside. And the 3 off target. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. To the inside, Clark. And it's Clark slamming it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And Sharge kicks to Shamet. Dishes it to Crowder. Phoenix, no good that time either. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. To the middle, here's Williams, and he converts the layup. And it's an 11-point Grizzly lead.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Pass to Crowder. Looking to end the run. Up again. Stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. The shot by Sharge, no good. Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Now here's Williams. He's covered by Shamet. Williams can't get it to go. Suns trail by 11. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Conchar. And again, Memphis no good. Phoenix has gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
And you have to get Saric out of the paint. Once he's inside, he's ready to take it home.
And here's Jones. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Conchar. Kicks it out to Jones. Off target with his 3. And for the Suns, they're shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. 3-pointer, Crowder, and they recover it. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Sharge. The Grizzlies pull it in. Clark's got his 5th rebound in this one. The kick out to Williams. From outside, off the mark. Here's Craig. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
A beast defensively. Clark's reach and hot motor is what makes him effective at blocking shots.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving a very few. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Count the basket. Adams has got the lead up to 11 now for Memphis.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
Near the 3-point line, it's Booker. And that one hits back iron.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Jackson finds Brooks. Back to Jackson. On the wing, Bain. Adams with the screen on Booker. Bain for three. That shot off the mark. Now the Suns take it the other way. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Chalk up two there.
And watching Chris distribute the basketball, you can see he has a sixth sense for where to go.
Morant against Bridges. Now here's Morant. He's covered closely. Brooks misses. Suns trail by 9. To the paint. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Jumps up. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Dillon Brooks is a guy who can finish inside or outside for you. A valuable asset on the break.
Ayton a screen on Bain. Johnson in the corner. Back to Booker. Down low. Stolen by Jackson. Morant right side. Kicks it to Adams. 5 on the clock. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bridges has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson wide open. He fires. The offensive rebound. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
I just love how they're taking advantage of their chances to run, and they're pushing it. Fast break points can win you ball games.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Bridges against Morant. He kicks it to Adams. Brooks with no one around. Bangs home the trifecta. Brooks has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Confident and relatively efficient from 3. Brooks gives you another person who can space the floor.
And a deep 3 from Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And there you see the basketball IQ Bridges has. Natural court sense. He knows exactly where to be.
Brooks with a screen on Bridges. Morant against Bridges. Morant dishes to Adams. Some solid defense from Ayton. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 10. Basket good.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Grizzlies have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Morant scanning the floor. Outside for Jackson. And again, Memphis no good. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play. Oh, man, what a shot. He hit that from another time zone.
34 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Morant. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
What a night for John Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Now here's Booker from deep. Frames it from downtown.
And in that situation, everybody knows the ball's going to be in Booker's hands, and he comes up big.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.